I'm a nice guy. Liquor in my cup, I gotta really toughen up. Yeah, nurse strap.
Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Man Like Fresh here with another prediction video, which will be focusing on this Sunday's pay-per-view, WWE Extreme Rules. I think there were about 10 matches on the card that I'm aware of. We've got a couple of World Heavyweight Championships on the line. We have two actually World Championships on the line in one match. So we have the Women's Championship of Raw and the Universal Championship on the line in the winner takes all match, which I'll cover later on in the video. And we have Alistair Black making his debut against an adversary which I don't believe he has faced before, but we'll also cover that later on in the prediction video. I did a prediction video last month relating to Stomping Ground. The pay-per-view wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was better than the Saudi Arabian show, Super Showdown. But without further ado, let's kick off the prediction videos with my predictions for this pay-per-view coming. So the first match I'm going to cover is the Cruiserweight Championship, which I believe again is going to be held on the pre-show, which seems to be an ongoing thing in WWE. Drew Gulak won the championship from Tony Nese at Stomping Grounds last month, which I was quite shocked by. I thought Tony Nese would have a longer reign as Cruiserweight Champion, but I feel like now that Drew Gulak has got the Cruiserweight Championship now, I feel like maybe it's too early for them to take the title off him. So I believe Drew Gulak will retain his championship, and Tony Nese and Gulak will continue their friendship feud, which they've been having for a while now. So yeah, Drew Gulak to retain the championship. So the first Tag Team Championship match which I'm going to cover is the Raw Tag Team Championships, which is held by the Revival, who'll be defending their championships against the 6-time Tag Team Champions in the Usos. So this rivalry has been going on for a few months now. If you recall a couple of months ago when the Superstar Shake-Up took place, the Usos transferred to Raw from Smackdown, and ever since then they've kind of had like this little rivalry going on with the Revival. I think they kind of put talcum powder or some sort of itching powder in the shower with the Revival. They used it and started scratching themselves in the ring. But we all know that story-wise, this is WWE's way of trying to punish the Revival for trying to leave WWE at the time. However, I don't see the point of putting the Usos, the championship, on the Usos, in the sense that the Usos have already had 6 championship reigns. The Revival have been made a complete joke by WWE. I feel like WWE needs to be a bit more, need to give the Revival a bit more of a chance to shine. The Revival is in WWE, they're one of the best tag teams that WWE has, and the tag team division is kind of dead right now. So let the Revival hold the titles, let the titles get a bit more prestige. So I hope and pray this Sunday the Revival beat the Usos, just for the simple fact that the Usos have kind of had the Revival's number over a consecutive amount of weeks over the last couple of months. So let them have their shine in the sun, and let the Usos fade away for a while, and let the Revival have a good title run, and let's call this rivalry to an end, and let another tag team step up and challenge the Revival. So the Revival to win this Sunday. And now we have a rematch from the last pay-per-view in between Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. I was quite critical of this match last pay-per-view because I said that having these two fight each other wouldn't be beneficial to either superstar. However, following what happened 2 Raws ago, where they had like a street fight or something like that, and then Braun Strowman managed to spear Bobby Lashley through the Titantron, that's probably by far one of the best moments that ever happened on Raw in a long, long time. And the direction that Braun Strowman and Lashley are kind of heading right now, it's kind of like they're making Bobby Lashley this monster heel now, and they're making Braun Strowman like kind of like this babyface powerhouse. I know they've always been like that, but there's been more emphasis on their roles in the WWE right now. However, I feel after what Braun Strowman did to Bobby Lashley 2 Mondays ago, and also that Braun Strowman also won the match that they had in the last pay-per-view, I think this one will go to Bobby Lashley. So Bobby Lashley to win this Sunday. And after months and months of promos and vignettes since WrestleMania, after Alistair Black separated from Ricochet, Alistair Black is finally gonna debut in singles competition. We found out this past Tuesday on Smackdown that Ceasaro will be the one that answered this open challenge to Alistair Black being his opponent. Now, both of these men are absolutely fantastic in the ring. Since Ceasaro even broke up with Sheamus and became obviously because Sheamus is injured, Ceasaro has become quite dominant as a singles competitor. I believe that's probably the reason why they built him up so strong, so they can put him on Alistair Black. But let's face facts here. Ceasaro is obviously going to job to Alistair Black. It wouldn't make sense them having all of these vignettes and promos for the Alistair Black just to lose in his first match. So this Sunday, Alistair Black to win his first match as a singles competitor on the main roster. And we have the Smackdown Women's Championship on the line. It will be Bayley defending her Smackdown Women's Championship against both Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss in a 2-on-1 handicap match. I've actually really enjoyed this whole program between these three women. Alexa Bliss obviously being the two-faced backstabber that we all know she will be, and obviously Nikki Cross being the completely oblivious, caring natured but obviously psychotic, crazed, deranged ex-Sanity member. And then we have Bayley, the huggable but wise women's champion, who is trying to make Nikki Cross see sense, but Nikki Cross absolutely is adamant that Alexa Bliss is her friend. We all know she's not her friend, but I mentioned this in the last pay-per-view that somewhere down the line Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are gonna cross paths. I like how they've been building up Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross has been made to look quite dominant in all the matches that she's been put in, while Alexa Bliss just sits back and watches Nikki Cross do all the dirty work for her. I don't know exactly what will go down in the match on Sunday, but I do believe Bayley is going to still retain her women's championship. But I do believe somewhere down the line in that match there's going to be a miscommunication between Nikki and Alexa Bliss. Either Alexa Bliss screws Nikki Cross, or Nikki Cross sees the light and turns on Alexa Bliss. But this match will lead to a Bayley victory, and I said it before at the last pay-per-view that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are going to cross paths and have a little rivalry. And hopefully Alexa Bliss will also put Nikki Cross over when that rivalry does eventually start. So, just to clarify once again, no title change here. Bayley to retain her SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And we have our second Tag Team Championship match, which will be a triple threat match involving two members of the New Day and the Eco Champions in Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan, and then we have Otis and Tucker of Heavy Machinery. Now, I have a few issues with this match, in the sense that last pay-per-view, the New Day took on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat the New Day, and Daniel Bryan and Rowan beat Tucker and Otis Heavy Machinery to retain the Tag Team Championships. Now, before Otis and Tucker were put into this match after they beat Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens 2 Smackdowns ago, the match was the New Day versus Rowan and Daniel Bryan. Why is that? They lost their match, so why were they now rewarded with a tag team match? I don't understand. And they didn't just lose to any tag team, they lost to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And now Sami Zayn has just disappeared off the map. No one sees him anymore. I don't get it. So anyway, this triple threat match has come about now, and we are now going to have a situation now where one of these three teams is gonna win or retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, I'm not too keen on the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships because they're not really utilised in the way they should be. In fact, the whole tag team division in general on both SmackDown and Raw is abysmal. It's absolutely terrible. With all the teams that you have, you'd think WWE would do a lot more to boost up the tag team division. But anyway, let's pick a winner. So I keep saying it and I keep saying it, I do not feel that WWE is ready to take the tag team championship belts away from Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan. So this Sunday, Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan to retain. And now we focus on the United States Championship, which Ricochet beat Samoa Joe for at Stomping Ground, and he's defending the championship against the now turned heel AJ Styles. Now, this wasn't even a prediction. Everybody knew this was going to happen. This was more like a spoiler. Everyone knew this was going to happen. But I didn't think AJ Styles was going to turn heel on Ricochet. I really honestly thought he would turn heel on Seth Rollins. But nevertheless, I'm happy that Samoa Joe is not in the title picture for the United States Championship anymore. However, Samoa Joe, we'll talk about him later. Ricochet, I didn't want Ricochet to win the United States Championship for 2 reasons. One, it's too early. I think Ricochet should have been built up, win more matches. Now he's won the United States Championship. They're now making him a target for now to be attacked and to be beaten up by all the top stars. So now that AJ Styles is now set his sights on Ricochet, and Ricochet had that really, really great outing on Monday Night Raw where he beat both Anderson and Gallows in two back-to-back matches, and he also beat AJ Styles last week when he defended the United States Championship two Mondays ago. I do not believe now they're going to make Ricochet win this match. If Ricochet was to retain the championship, it would be by disqualification, but I don't think it's going to go down like that. I think AJ Styles is going to dethrone Ricochet, become the United States champion again. I think last time he won it was when the United States Championship was still on SmackDown, about 2 years ago. However, I don't think this is the last time we see Ricochet and AJ Styles fight each other. Ricochet and AJ Styles really have gelled well together. They have good chemistry, and this is one match I'm looking forward to seeing. So, just to clarify and end this prediction for the United States Championship, AJ Styles to win the United States Championship, possibly through interference from his two boys, Gallows and Anderson, the Good Brothers, and maybe somewhere down the line we might see Ricochet get 2 partners of his own to battle Styles and the Good Brothers later on. But yeah, AJ Styles to win the US Championship. And we now have the WWE Championship on the line, where defending champion Kofi Kingston of the New Day will be defending against the Samoan submission machine Samoa Joe. Now, just like with the New Day, Xavier Woods and Big E, why is Samoa Joe even in this match? Now, I want you guys to understand something. Samoa Joe's track record, his win-loss record, has been abysmal. He won the United States Championship a couple of months ago, lost it to Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio then forfeited the championship to Samoa Joe due to an injury. Then Samoa Joe then lost the United States Championship to Ricochet about a week and a half later. And then all of a sudden, he's now been put in the WWE title scene. Doesn't make sense. Samoa Joe is now not a credible contender for the WWE Championship because he's just been losing left, right, and centre to everybody. But anyway, I do believe these two will have a very, very good match. A couple of weeks ago, Samoa Joe made Kofi tap out, or I think Kofi passed out to the Kikita clutch, which marks Kofi Kingston's first official loss since winning the WWE Championship a couple of months ago at WrestleMania. But I still don't believe that Samoa Joe is capable of becoming WWE Champion now, because they've just literally ruined his legacy and they've ruined his reputation and his character. So personally, I don't think this is where Kofi Kingston's journey ends as WWE Champion. I think Kofi Kingston will retain and beat Samoa Joe with a Trouble in Paradise. So Kofi Kingston to retain his championship. Now we have the three cockroaches and the annoying legend who just won't go away. So, you know when you just have like a cockroach that comes into your house and then you know you've killed one, but then they just keep coming back and back and back again? That's what Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns are to me right now. Three cockroaches that just won't piss off. And then you've got the Undertaker, who is a legend, don't get me wrong, a lovable legend, but he should realise by now, after what happened at Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia with Goldberg, that his time is done. Why WWE have allowed The Undertaker to come back and just tarnish his legacy even more is beyond me. But you know what? On paper, this match is a must-watch. On paper. So we're going to have The Undertaker and Roman Reigns teaming up for the first time, I believe, taking on the best in the world, Shane McMahon, against the chosen one. Oh, is he still the chosen one? Drew McIntyre. So a couple of elements I think are going to happen in this match is obviously The Undertaker, being almost 60, is going to be doing the bare minimum in his work. Roman Reigns is going to be the workhorse of this little rivalry they've got going on in this no holds barred match. After what happened on Smackdown, where Kevin Owens now turned face and literally stone cold stunned Shane McMahon, I believe those two are going to have a feud later on down the line. So somewhere down this match, probably Elias is going to come out, probably attack Roman Reigns, attack The Undertaker. It's going to be Elias, Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre taking it to both The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. And then probably Kevin Owens will come out, stun Shane McMahon, and then probably The Undertaker will probably take Shane by the neck, give him a tombstone and then the 1, 2, 3. Or it could be Roman Reigns spearing Shane or spearing Drew McIntyre. I still don't want to see this match anymore because I'm getting really bored of seeing Shane and Roman Reigns and McIntyre in the same feud over and over again. Just taking TV time away from people that actually deserve it. But anyway, Undertaker and Shane McMahon are probably going to be the deciding factor of the match. Shane will get the pinfall. Shane will lose to the Undertaker. The Undertaker will get the pinfall, and Reigns and Undertaker will reign supreme. No pun intended. Moving along to the next match, please. As I'm bored with these three. Bored. And we have our probably main event. I reckon this possibly could either be the first match on the card or the last match on the card. We have Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans teaming up to take on Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch and Raw Universal Champion Seth Rollins in a winner takes all match. And surprisingly, as much as I'm not a fan of Baron Corbin, I'm actually looking forward to this match for two reasons. Because I don't think we've actually had a match like this involving an intergender match where both of the major titles are on the line. And look at the elements here. Lacey Evans could lose and never get a shot again, or Baron Corbin could get pinned by Seth Rollins, and Lacey Evans could still continue a beef with Becky Lynch. I don't know if this is going to be a really good match, but I know one thing for sure is they're really pushing this Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins power couple thing. So actually, let me just make a prediction and say that Seth Rollins is going to pin Baron Corbin, and that's going to throw Baron Corbin out of the whole situation. He's not going to be in the match main event scene ever again, or anytime soon, hopefully. And then Seth Rollins can probably focus on someone else. So Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin to lose, Seth Rollins pinning Baron Corbin for the win. And now we've reached the end of the Extreme Rules prediction video. There are a few other predictions that I actually did want to consider. If Roman Reigns and The Undertaker don't win, I was actually considering maybe Roman Reigns might actually turn heel. The reason why I say that is that I feel they are trying to push a match between Roman Reigns and Kofi Kingston somewhere down the line, but Roman can't face Kofi as a face. He will need to turn heel. So possibly he could turn on The Undertaker in this match and align himself with Shane McMahon. God forbid, but it could happen. Another prediction will be, will Brock Lesnar come and cash in his Money in the Bank contract on either the Universal or WWE Champions? No. Brock Lesnar is not going to be at this pay-per-view. And I think maybe R-Truth might actually win the 24/7 championship back. So ladies and gentlemen, if you could do me the honour of liking the video, sharing, subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can be updated on any videos that I have coming out. Hope you enjoy the pay-per-view, and you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you at the next video. Look after yourselves. Bye bye.
Bad girl, I'm a nice guy. Liquor in my cup, I gotta really toughen up. Yeah, nurse strap.